Hey, I'm Bryan from DrivetrainHQ. Here's my C1JC swap. I put the best transmission on the market in it, and let me show you how we did it. Flat foot shifting, this thing is the best. So this car started off as an automatic 350Z. I got it from Duarte like 5-6 years ago. It was completely stock, unbothered. Took the drivetrain out, engine and trans. Bought a JC. First thing I bought from DrivetrainHQ, that was before I even worked here. I bought my engine mounts and my PMC adapter. Matched the engine and the trans, put it in the car. It was built on a driveway. This car never went to a shop. I was trying to go cheap because, I don't have really that kind of money. So it was gonna be like stock ECU, stock turbo, stock everything. But then while we were at it, like the stock turbo didn't fit that well. So we ended up getting a CS Racing manifold, Garrett turbo, we put her on. Then it was big turbo, so now we needed an ECU. So I ended up getting an ECU master, and pretty much that was set at the beginning. We got the car running, drove it a bunch of times, then upgraded turbo. We got Artec and the GBC. It was one of the first GBC turbos they sent out. They had me testing it. It made great power. It made 16 pounds at 3,000 RPMs on the 1JC, so I imagine on the 2JC it's gonna be much better. I just drove the car, it ripped a lot until I went to A&P, going up the hill, ran low on oil, and blew the engine up. After I blew the engine up, I took the car home, rebuilt the engine on my living room, put everything inside the house, got another 1JC, just rebuild it OEM plus, everything on the engine is OEM. And that's it, this is the engine we have here. I start having issues with the slave and pumps of CDO9s and the clutch pedal getting stuck, which is a common C problem, that the clutch pedal gets stuck on the bottom. They do sell better pedals, but at that time, I did not want to buy a better pedal. Duarte had the A92 with the 8 HP swap, and that's all I wanted. I did not want it to deal with clutch. I did not want it like all that. I just wanted another HP. I think it's the coolest transmission on the market right now, and I really wanted to jump on board. When I decided to go 8 HP, I sold my CDO9 and my whole adapter kit, everything, to a good friend of mine. It was a brand new CDO9 as well, because when I refreshed the engine, I bought a brand new CDO9. So I sold the whole thing for like $4,000, which pretty much funded the initial power of this swap for the 8 HP. So after I was ready, all the parts were sorted. I couldn't put the transmission in, like I know it needed some wiring, and my wiring was done in my driveway. It was the OEM harness from the 90s, from whatever JC this came from. My good friend from DR, Prieto, came over, told him I needed help with the harness. He came, he did this whole harness by hand. He had me order wires, plugs, every plug's brand new, like so we get like no issues while we at it. We did the 350C throttle body, 350C gas pedal, and we did 1NC coils, which is like Toyota Yaris, very common on the 1JC swaps. And we did some IDX 1050s. I even thought about changing the turbo, but the turbo worked so well that end of the day I don't really need it. I was gonna go to a smaller series like a G30, but I ended up saying with this G35 series, especially now that it's being auto and I pretty much just flat foot shift every gear, and it's gonna give me more top end, so there's no need for me to change it. It's been on the car for 3 years, hasn't skipped a bit, it's been working great, so it's still the best budget option you can get for your money. It's $1,000, like a complete turbo with the rear housing. So after my friend flew in to do the wiring harness, he kind of snowballed, because he was just gonna do the wiring harness for the engine and transmission to make it work, but then he like escalated. He decided he wanted to do my whole chassis harness because he did not want anything OEM on the car. He wanted to make sure I get no problems when I'm in track. So he did whole chassis harness. Then Duarte came in, he said, you need some safety. We got a cage kit for the car, 350C kit. Donnie literally welded it in 1 day, and he just took an extra day to like finish touches and like set up my seat, like where he needs to do the harness bar, all that stuff. Speaking about seats, I always work with Prisma and NRG. I sent the boys at NRG a text, my boy Wes. I was like, is there something new I need to promote, any new seat I can put on my new build? I told them everything I was doing. They did jump on board. They set me up with the NRG Chromatics. It's like their newest seat, and it's dope. My car has chrome wheels, it's black, and this seat is black, and it has like the back of it is all chrome, so it just matched the vibe. So, and it got the FIA harness to match with it. Inside of the car now, we got the cage, we got the seats that we already mentioned. I switched handbrakes though. I always have the pullback style, but now I have a pull-up because I know I was gonna mix it up with the PMC shifter. That's another thing we did. We did the PMC shifter, it's like sequential style. So it's pretty cool. As you can see, the shifter is electronic, so we don't need to have the open hole for the transmission shifter. So we just put a cover in it and that'll be it. And if you notice, this is not a 350Z dash. It's a BMW 46 dash, but it's the HEK version. So it's all fiberglass, already comes with this finish. Donnie had to do some trimming on it. It actually looks pretty good, fits pretty nice finish, and I like it way more than the 350Z dash. I went with the arc panel for like controlling my starter, fuel, fans, headlight, wipers. I think that's the basic I need. I thought about going PDM. I was really close of like doing it, but just for me to keep a low cost, keep a low budget, this is the way I decided to go. And it still works. Like fuses and relay, I don't think you can go wrong with it. We have ECU mounted and then we have the TurboLamik on top. So I used to have just like a Amazon fuel cell I found one night because we were going to an event and we needed to make it and we needed to test if it was fuel. So now we upgraded to the Radium fuel cell with the FCST at fuel cell surge tank. That is like the newest and greatest they done. You can have 3 pumps running on one side to feed the motor, and you have 1 lift pump that pretty much can take any size pump you need, depending on your needs. If you're not sure about what you're buying, just hit up sales at Drift HQ and they'll take care of you, or I might take care of you. As you can see, it's very nicely mounted. Donnie made some pedestal, used some straps, like it's too nice for me right now. He did the same thing for the battery box. Thick piece of metal, made nice box. We trimmed the box, put the cover on, and that's it. It's great. It works. Mechanical wise, the car is ready. It's like at 100%, and you just need like exterior bits, get the car painted, put the body kit on, put the rest of the parts. But other than that, it's been a big improvement. I never thought I'll have a car this nice. I never thought I'll see an E46 dash in a C as well, and I don't know, I'm just ready to try it. So I'm in the car now, and I'm gonna show you how an 8HP works. It was really easy to do this swap. We pair up with DomiWorks. They have the adapter. This is a Dodge transmission out of a Ram 1500 2016. I only paid $600 for her on Marketplace. I put her on with the adapter plate for the 2JC. Easy, no issue. I just have to massage a little bit of the firewall because it's a big bell housing as it is a V8 trans. When I installed the TurboLamik, I literally plugged everything, got on the phone with Greg for TurboLamik US. He set me up. He did everything he needed to do remote. And we were good to go after that. It only took a phone call and this thing was ready. So before we leave, I put the car on P1, which P1 is fully automatic. That's the way you set up the map if you were driving as a daily vehicle. I just switch the rotary switch, map goes on the fly. P1 is on drive, I just go. You can see it shifting. We are ready on 3rd gear. We are ready on 4th. I'm gonna brake here just so it downshift. Slow down a little bit. 3rd, 2nd, and we just keep going. Now if you want something a little bit better, you go to like P2. It's a little Sport, P3, Sport Plus. P3, you gotta shift, but it will downshift by itself. Now it's downshifting by itself. That's Sport Plus. Then we have P seats, that pretty much is drag mode. You hold the shifter back, set the trans brake on. Trans brake is on. I let go of the brake. It's literally the trans holding the car. Well, we got both crashing on the video. You hit the gas, it'll start building boost. Then you just let go of the shifter and it'll take off. You can go high RPM. I haven't set it up because it's gonna be mostly a drift car, but eventually I'll get down to it. And now we'll switch to P7, which is drift mode, and that's what I'm about to show you in a little bit.
yeah.
Brother, first lap, I felt like home. I was just flat foot shifting. This thing is the best. Let me cool down.
Yeah, what
2 laps in a round, got to 220.
220. I mean, that was full send.
Oh yeah, I was on the limiter. I was on it. Let me cool it down for a second.
Oh, that turbo fluttered so damn much.
Yeah.
It's all flutter.
Hey, come on, it's giving me the warning.
It's giving you the who?
Warning.
For what? Oh, you're having too much fun.
Yeah. Yeah, be like that.
What safety? Oh.
Yeah, be like that.
I mean, safety's good, right?
I would have kept going if it didn't happen, but I guess my tuner really liked it. Alright.
No, don't get gassed up, Brian. You did all right. It looked kind of cool.
Booth. Is 8 HP the future or not?
Yeah, it looks like it.
I'll let you drive it.
If Brian can swap it into his car, anybody can.
I didn't. 8 HP swap got done like in a week, maybe 2 weeks with the roll cage. This thing is sick. I love it. I'm not ever putting a manual transmission back on my car. This is the easiest, greatest swap I ever done. I don't know what to say. You guys seen the drive. If you want one, hit us up at sales@DriftHQ or hit me up personally. I'll take care of you, Bryan at drifthq.com. I'll make sure I put you up with all the right stuff for your 8 HP.